Hey, welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. I'm proudly announcing that we are going back to the cruise ships for our Crochet Cruise format starting in 2025. In November 2025, we will be doing 2 Crochet Cruises, but the cruises are different from each other, not only in location, but also concept. And so I will tell you a little bit more about that next. Having run the Crochet Cruises since 2013, this is an opportunity for us to change our format a little bit. So we've had a bit of a break. The pandemic obviously caused that, and then we also stopped scheduling it. So one of the things that I like to change is to reduce the number of guests that are with me on board. We normally have done 100 to 140 guests of crocheters plus their family, and as one person I feel very overwhelmed with that. We're going to drop that number by half. So in our workshops there will only be 50 people for cruise 1 and cruise 2, and it will allow me to have more one-on-one time with people instead of people getting lost in the mix. For cruise number 1, we're going to be going to the Western Caribbean, and it is only for YouTube membership. This includes the Passport and the Journey members. Now, if you've never heard of this, this is a subscription that they have to my channel in order for me to operate and keep everything as free as possible. And as a way of thanking them, I want to give them a dedicated crochet cruise. So when they are signing up, they need to provide their username so I can cross-check it on the Passport and the membership side. If their name or username is not there, that means that they're probably not a member. So we are going to dedicate the first cruise for that. But don't panic, because we're going to have an option that I'll share with you in a bit. With the first crochet cruise, we are going to have live workshops. I'm going to bring yarn just like we normally did, and we'll do the live workshops as I just mentioned. And we are going to be doing evening stitch socials, which will be in our private space. Your lanyard will get you into these spaces. We also have an afternoon tea party scheduled, as well as a retro DJ party, and you are obviously welcome to do that. We also have a guest pass, which is probably your spouses or your friends, and if they're traveling with you just for a nominal fee. Some of the events that we are doing do cost us money in order to produce the event, and so there will be a small little guest fee for that in order to cover the service fees for that. Okay, so let's go on to cruise number 2. For cruise number 2, it's going to be a longer cruise of a 9-day cruise going to the Southern Caribbean. This includes Aruba, Bonaire, and Carousel. This 9-day cruise is open to the public to be able to sign up and go. And so we are only going to do 50 crocheters within the workshops itself, and then we'll have the same things as we did on the first cruise. So you have the live workshops. I'll bring the materials for you. We will have those patterns. We will get together. We'll do stitch socials in the evening, as well as an afternoon tea party with me and a private DJ party. So what about the passengers that want to go both cruises? In the past, we had what was called as back-to-back, where the program is the same on first week as well as the second. And we have many passengers, up to 40%, that would go back-to-back. And so what this means is that they just stay on board after the first week and they transition with us and go for a second week or a second run. Because the two ships, well, the same ship is going in 2 different directions, west and then east, it's a very different experience. For the workshops, I only want you to sign up for one of them. So we're not going to allow you to sign up for both, so because it's the same program. But we're going to be offering a back-to-back feature. This means that YouTube and membership, you can stay on board for the second week, and for a small fee to cover the production fees, you can also be included in the evening stitch socials, as well as the private DJ party that we will have on board. Now, those particular things have an extra cost setup fee for us in order to maintain, and your pass will allow you to be able to participate into those private spaces. Now, for those of the general public, you can come on board one cruise early while the YouTube and the membership people are doing their workshops. For a small nominal fee to cover the production of the event, you will also be allowed to be included with our Stitch Socials in the evening in our private space, as well as our private DJ party. So it'll allow you to be able to stay with us. Also, for both of them back to back, you will be included in the dining room package with our group. So in both weeks, you will be sitting with the crocheters, so you can always stay connected with us in some way. We also have another program called Crochet After Dark, which is another feature that we're doing that's new this year. Crochet After Dark is a new program this time. If you don't get into the workshops because we've reduced the amount of numbers, if you talk to our agent and sign up for this one here, there's a small nominal fee that will allow you to participate with our group on the after hours concept that we have. You'll get a bit of swag in order to enjoy your cruise, as well as full access pass with your lanyard to be able to access our Stitch Socials in the evening, as well as the private DJ party that we have scheduled. Now, if you're going back to back, you still have that option, but if you are back to back and you're staying with us for a second week, you will not get the swag on the second week, but you will see that there's a reduced price in order to do that. You will still have access to the Stitch Socials in the second week, as well as dining with our group, as well as access to the DJ retro party. So it's a cool way to be able to participate. So whether you get in on the workshops or whether you're just crocheting with us and just doing the evening pass with our guests, you just need to make sure that you book through our agent in order to make that happen. Our agent is going to keep you all together. There are times that our agent is actually able to make extra special arrangements while on board. This can include a backstage pass in order to see the operations of the ship, as well as possibly sail away parties. So this is one of those things that we don't find out until we're on the ship. But if you're booked with our agent, we'll be able to figure that stuff out and be able to communicate. So whether you're on the first cruise, the second cruise, you're doing back to back, or you're just doing the Crochet After Dark program, we've got you all hooked up. We hope to see you on board. Tickets will begin opening on July 5th at 12 noon Eastern time. Tickets will be sold on a first come, first served basis. And until our agent talks to you on the phone, your credit card will not be charged. So she'll be going through information with you, which includes your dining needs, if you have the special dietary issues, medical, and all of that. And it will take several days for everybody to get signed up, but you need to register, and all of the registrations will come in order, and she will respond accordingly in queue. Once those tickets are gone, they're gone. And we hope to see you in November 2025 on board a fresh new set of Crochet Cruises with a whole new concept as we go.